What's up, YouTube? Today I'll be reacting to the top 10 cheapest states to buy an house in America. This should be an interesting one, and I will make a couple of predictions. But before I go into that, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like, thank you so much for that. It's the best way to show support. If you can subscribe, oh man, you make my day. Now, let's go into this one and see what are the cheapest states.
Did you know that the cost of housing in the U.S. rose over 15% between 2021 and 2022?
That's a lot, to be honest, but I'm not super surprised by this fact. Why? In Europe, prices are completely insane right now. It's actually a huge problem, the housing market. And certain countries don't have a lot of land. That's what you guys have in the US that we struggle in Europe most of the time.
With housing costs skyrocketing, many have saved for years only to realize that they no longer can afford the home of their dreams.
Oh well.
But are all of the homes in America unaffordable now? Well, not exactly. In fact, today on Across the Globe, we're going to look at the 10 cheapest states to buy.
All right, prediction time. I will say, let's say 4 states that will appear on this top 10. I think Alabama will appear. Why Alabama? I don't think is a state that a lot of people like. I could be wrong, but at least that's my idea. And I put Alabama in all my predictions and I'm always correct. So let's go with that. I will also put Texas. The reason I put Texas is I know Texas is so big. Then with a lot of land, maybe there will be houses that are actually quite cheap. I will also put New York. That was a joke. Let's move on. I will put Wyoming. Why? No one lives there. So I assume because of that it's quite cheap. And I would go with, let's say, South Dakota. I think South Dakota is an amazing state, but I also don't think a lot of people live there. So I think those are solid predictions. South Dakota, Wyoming, Texas, and Alabama. Let's see it.
Buy a house in 2023. Number 10.
Okay.
Alabama. Remember when I said that?
Come on, Alabama never disappoints me. But, oh yeah, I mean, I actually believe it is a beautiful state. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Alabama is a beautiful state or is a state that you guys try to avoid?
The cost of housing has increased over 15% year over year across the U.S.? Well, if you're looking in Alabama, you'll likely be pleasantly surprised to learn that houses here have not increased 15%. In fact, according to Redfin, they only increased about 2.4% between...
That's actually quite different than the 15% that houses in the US are facing. Okay, that's good for Alabama people.
December 2021 and December 2022. And the median home price in Alabama, according to Homebuyer, is only about $142,000.
Ooh, that's cheap. Look, in Portugal, houses are quite more expensive than this one. With this amount of money, you struggle to buy an apartment. At least a decent one, to be fair. Okay, I like Alabama.
$1,000. Given that the median household income in the state is approximately $66,000.
Okay, so that is all the numbers. Let's not look at the others. Let's just focus in Alabama. 142, I think this is cheap. Income per house should be 66K. I like that also, not bad at all. And the mortgage is 600 and I pay more for my mortgage than this. So impressive actually.
This means that the income to mortgage ratio in Alabama.
And by the way, I know you are typing in the chat, I post too much, I'm already aware, you don't have to do it. But one thing, I actually think Alabama is amazing. I was reacting to soul food in Alabama and oh my god, that food was so nice. So Alabama probably have great quality of life. Do you guys agree with that? So can be actually a great state to live in, no?
Is only 12.2%. For context, the most expensive state to buy a home, Hawaii, has an income to mortgage rate of 35%. That means that while those in Alabama only spend about 12% of their income on their mortgages, those in Hawaii are spending almost triple that.
That's quite a big difference, to be honest. And let's be real, mortgage puts a lot of pressure in your monthly spending, you know.
Number 9. Oklahoma. Did you know that as of 2021, Oklahoma was ranked number 3 on SoFi's list of the states with the lowest cost of living? This analysis estimated that it only costs about $34,533 per year to live in Oklahoma. Furthermore, they estimated that per capita housing and utilities only cost about $6,152 per year. This means that not only is it cheap to live in Oklahoma, but you may even be able to buy a home.
That's crazy.
Median home price in this state is only $136,800.
Oh my God, that's cheap. Wait. So Alabama was the most expensive on this list, right? Now everything will go down. Or is this also related with the income you may get on that specific state? This is cheap for me, to be honest. So I thought Americans are paying much more for house, to be fair. But let's be real. If I try to live in New York, I have to pay what? $1 million for one bed apartment or something like that, right? So.
And with a median household income of $67,000.
Okay. I know I will post too much on this video, but this is the type of videos I love to react to be open with you guys. 146, 67 income, 11% only. Okay, that's really, really good. Oklahoma, low-key, interesting place.
This means that the income to mortgage ratio of Oklahomans is only 11.64%, with monthly mortgage payments of about $650.
Okay, I'm realizing one thing. This is basically a home for you and your family, not for you if you live alone, right? So I'm assuming at least 3 bedrooms. At least, right? 3 is okay already.
Number 8, Nebraska. Next,
Nebraska. Do not know a lot about Nebraska.
up on our list is our first state in the Midwest, which is no surprise because the Midwestern United States has some of the most affordable housing in the country. That's certainly true of Nebraska. While the median home price of $155,000 is slightly higher than the other states we've looked at so far, the median household income is also slightly higher, leading.
This is very interesting. So in Nebraska, you guys have good jobs, but house is a bit more expensive. But that's okay. I mean, at the end of the day, your income is even more important if you really think about it.
To a lower overall income to mortgage ratio of 11.19%.
Ratio is everything.
If you're bringing in the median household income of $79,000, you're only spending about $740 of your income on your mortgage each month. But Nebraska isn't just good for cheap housing. If you have a family and are looking to move, the Cornhusker State should be a strong contender on your list, as Wallet Hub named it the 8th best state in the country to raise a family.
Oh wow, the 8th best state in America to raise a family. What is the number one, if anyone knows? I'm actually super curious. Maybe that there is a video about that and I will react to it. Okay, Nebraska. I like Nebraska already.
Nebraska also doesn't have a shortage of employment opportunities. With one of the lowest unemployment rates in the country and Fortune 500 companies like Berkshire Hathaway and Union Pacific stationed here, you can rest easy knowing that moving to Nebraska doesn't necessarily mean giving up on solid work options. Number 7, Indiana.
Ooh, Indiana. Okay. Do not know a lot about Indiana. I would love to speak some facts right away, but do not know a lot.
Indiana has the second lowest income to mortgage ratio on our list, according to data from Homebuyer. With a median home price of about $141,000, median household income of $73,000, and a mortgage-to-income ratio of only 11%, this means that you'll only be spending about $673 each month on your mortgage. Compare that to Hawaii, the most expensive state to buy a home, where you can expect to spend nearly $3,000 a month on a mortgage. Or
I would not be able to afford that, to be honest. I mean, I'm not living there, but imagine if I had to move there with the amount of money I make nowadays. Okay. I'm really enjoying this video. If you also are enjoying this video, consider to leave a like, my friend.
Or California, the second most expensive state, where you'll be paying about $2,400. Indiana also has options for both city and country dwellers. If you're someone who's looking for rural, quiet living, you'll find it here. And if you're...
Man, okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm really falling in love with America. So beautiful. You guys think, yeah, André, I see that every day. Okay, that's you, but not me. I mean, in my city, yeah, you don't have all of this green. And I really like to see it.
Looking to live in a city, you'll find that in places like Fort Wayne, Evansville, or Indianapolis, which has over 900,000 people. Number 6, North Dakota.
God damn it, and they're picking South Dakota. Maybe South Dakota will also be on the list. North Dakota, do not know a lot about.
North Dakota is a great place to move if you're looking not only for affordable housing, but also to raise a family. It recently ranked the 4th best state to raise...
Oh, wow. The 4th best state to raise a family? Okay, anyone watching this video right now is from North Dakota? Because I think what I'm trying to build on this YouTube channel is basically a community where we all share our experience or our perspective about America. It's a bit ironic coming from a European, I know, but okay, 4th best state to raise a family. Quite interesting.
Raise a family in the U.S. according to that study I mentioned by Wallet Hub.
So beautiful.
And with the cost of housing here significantly below that of the national median, if you move here, you can rest easy knowing that you're not blowing all of your income on your mortgage. Most people in North Dakota spend about 12.27% of their income on their mortgage, which runs about $921 per month for a median home of $193,000.
Okay, North Dakota is the state so far that the houses are a bit more expensive, but you are making more money. So okay, but I'm not sure how is this top 10 made, because the ratio on this one is worse than the others. North Dakota seems amazing, don't get me wrong, but well, this is interesting.
So, what's it like to live here? Well, North Dakota is particularly well suited for outdoorsy types, as it's home to about 8% of the country's national parks, like Theodore Roosevelt National Park. Number 5, Mississippi. If you're on the hunt to move to an affordable state with a slower pace of life, Mississippi may be a great option.
Okay, the only thing that I know about Mississippi is the river that is so famous, but seems like an amazing state to be fair.
For you. Mississippi not only has the lowest cost of living in the entire country according to World Population Review, but it has cheap housing too. That's right. Its housing is estimated to be about 34% more affordable than elsewhere in the country. With a median home price of $119,000, being a homeowner may...
Oh man! Okay. Oh man, that's I'm just not aware of Mississippi, but that seems so low to be honest, my friends. Ooh, I love that.
May no longer be
so buying a house in America is actually not an impossible dream. Ooh.
A dream, but a reality if you decide to move here. And though the median household income in Mississippi is lower than many other states, it still only has an income.
60K is not that bad. I mean, for my country, that's really good, actually.
Income to mortgage ratio of 11.3%. Number 4, Kansas.
Kansas. Oh my God, look at that. Before we even talk about Kansas, this looks like some AI generated picture, but it's Kansas. Ooh, Kansas is a beautiful place. Okay, but Kansas is so famous that I was not expecting Kansas to be on this one.
Approximately $151,000, the median home value in Kansas is significantly lower than the national median. In fact, residents here only spend about 11.19% of their income on their mortgage. If you're considering moving to this state, you'll be happy to know that in addition to having cheap housing, Kansas also has one of the lowest costs of living in the entire country.
Okay.
According to Rent Cafe, Kansas is 14% cheaper than elsewhere in the United States, with housing 29% lower than other states. If you decide to move here, you'll not only benefit from low cost of living and low home prices, but also an unemployment rate of only 2.9%.
Oh, this is insane. This is insane. This is an amazing state to live and to work, I believe.
And unlike some other states,
Oh, it is so beautiful. I bet there is a lot of things to do in Kansas.
Kansas's economy actually grew by 2.6% in Q2 of
That's cool.
2022 due to industries like agriculture and manufacturing. Number 3, Ohio.
Ohio. I always forget about Ohio. Probably because it's a difficult name for me. Okay, Ohio. Okay, let's see it. I mean, do not know a lot about Ohio.
If you're looking to buy a home in Ohio, you'll be paying about $145,000 for it, with monthly mortgage payments of just under $700. And if you're earning Ohio's median salary, that's only 11% of your income, making this one of the cheapest states to buy a home. While some of the other states on this list are more for country dwelling types, Ohio is great for those looking for city living, as major cities like Cincinnati, Columbus, Cleveland.
Oh, Cincinnati and Cleveland are in Ohio. Okay. Okay, Cincinnati is a very famous city. Cleveland, I just know Cleveland because of LeBron James. I know he played there, but other than that, I don't know Cleveland.
And Dayton are all relatively affordable. Number 2, Michigan. Michigan is one of the most
Ooh, so beautiful. I'm sorry, I will pause all the time every time I see something like this.
affordable states in the country, with the cost of living here estimated to be 10% below the national average. And
That's
within
good.
that, housing is about 23% lower than the national rate.
So nice.
A median-priced house in Michigan is about $154,000, with monthly mortgage payments estimated at approximately $735.
Okay, this is solid.
This is only 11.7% of the median household income in Michigan, making buying here relatively doable. And there's plenty to do in Michigan if you decide to make the move. If you settle near Lake Michigan, for instance, you can take advantage of its 1,500 miles of coastline for boating or swimming. Or, given the state's history within the auto industry, you can enjoy one of Michigan's many museums. Number 1. Iowa. Number 1
Iowa.
on our list is Iowa. Ranked as one of the most affordable places to buy a house on several lists, the median home price here is $147,800. While that's not the lowest price
Okay. Why do you guys think this state is number 1? If you guys have to put just one reason. Because there is a reason, you know. Basically, this guy is putting facts out there, and I love that, but there is a couple of reasons that he's not telling us.
in the country, Iowa has the lowest income to mortgage ratio out of any other state. In fact, Iowans are only spending 10.6%
No, that's really low. 10%. Ooh, that's really, really low.
of their income on their mortgages. This makes home ownership in Iowa a reality for many. In fact, while nationwide about 65% of people own versus rent, in Iowa that number is 72%. This is even the case in Iowa cities, where properties tend to be more expensive. In fact, according to Niche, 60% of those living in Des Moines own. What about the cities everyone is moving to? Watch
Okay.
this video to learn about that.
And my friends, thank you so much for watching. I thought it was an interesting top 10. Actually, let's go back just to see one thing. I want to see Texas was in the list or no. No, right. So I'm quite off when it comes to Texas. Well, my mistake. But South Dakota is actually on the list, but it's 12%. And okay. Maybe my prediction will end up not being that great, but it is what it is, my friends. Hope you end up enjoying the video. If that's the case, do not forget to leave a like. Really means a lot to me. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.